Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast. Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday, the 30th day of March, National Doctors Day. I like doctors, you know.
I like doctors, all right.
I like them better when I don't have to go see them, but
Exactly.
I like doctors. They're important. National I Am in Control Day. I've never been in control. I thought I was once, and I realized, I'm never. National Pencil Day today. So I like that. I like doing things in pencil. Then you can erase if you need to. So
I don't even know if we have any pencils in the house right now.
I've got about 47 pens in this cup over here and 3 markers, but I was looking for a pencil the other day and could not
too the other
find
day.
one. Well, we should go buy a pencil on National Pencil Day. National Take a Walk in the Park Day. National Turkey Neck Soup Day. What?
Okay.
And National Virtual Vacation Day. All of those things happening on this Thursday. And it is a Thursday, so we have a Dear John letter from a guy whose landlady is trying to hook him up with a neighbor. I'm excited to see what Heidi thinks about this. I think it actually seems cute. All right, we'll chat about that, and maybe if you would like to respond, you can do so at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Got plans to see live music at all? Well, if you're planning to bring earplugs, you'd be in the minority. New research says that half of all concerts and club goers experience ringing in their ears, but only 1 in 10 actually bring earplugs to festivals.
Yeah, I'm guilty of
concerts,
that. I don't
nightclubs.
bring...
Me neither. We've got some friends that have some really cool ones. I saw they had put these in at a concert at the Sands, the event that we're doing the giveaway at the end of the month, which is tomorrow. You can register if you go to johnandheidishow.com. Anyway, last year at that event, they showed me, and they're like these digital earplugs that while we were talking, they could hear me fine.
Yeah, they were really cool.
But it suppressed the sound over a certain decibel. I'm like, I should get some of those.
Yeah.
Then I forgot all about it until we just started talking about it. According to World Health Organization, 1 in 2 people are at risk of noise-inducing hearing loss and deafness. 1 in 2. That's half of the people out there. And it's an irreversible condition where you could actually hear ringing, clicking, buzzing inside your ear all the time. So they're saying a lot of it is caused by overexposure to loud noise.
Yep.
All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. If you'd like to register for that thing we were talking about, you can do that at johnandheidishow.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Hey, tomorrow is the final day to register. Again, all of the details at RadioTravelGroup.com. Dad jokes. They could be a sign of good parenting, according to an expert. Well, that's good news from me. Mark Hy Knudsen from a place called Harris University Cognition and Behavioral Laboratory, sure I nailed that, wrote in the British Psychological Society. I can't even read this thing. Anyway, he said, I'll get to the good part. He said that dad jokes are important to children to learn to be embarrassed. Wait a minute, what? It helps toughen kids up and learn that embarrassment is not a bad thing. They claim that by teasingly striking at their child's egos and emotions without teetering over into bullying, fathers build their children's resilience and they train them to withstand minor attacks and bouts of negative emotion without getting all worked up or acting out, teaching them impulse control and emotional regulation. End
Okay,
quote.
I could see that.
So, yeah, I've always been a fan of dad jokes. I don't
think...
think...
you love them.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think anything I've ever done was, like, negative towards our kids. So
no, I don't.
Maybe I've been doing it wrong all these years. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Selena Gomez is super jacked that she is the first woman on Instagram to surpass 400 million followers. So I'm right behind that. I have 4. Not 4 million, just 4 followers. What else do we have here? Taron Egerton doesn't think he's the right choice to play James Bond. The Kingsman star addressed rumors of him playing the next 007. I think he'd probably be a good Bond, but I don't know. I'm not really into all that. Julianne, do you say Ho? Is that how you say it? H-O-U-G-H?
I've always said Huff.
I don't know how you say it. H-O-U-G-H. Anyway, she's joining Dancing with the Stars as co-host. Alfonso Ribeiro has been upped to MC the franchise for the 32nd season. Holy cow.
I had no idea it's been on that long.
And John Bernthal, I can't read any of these names today. I am so sorry. I feel as though I should just check out. Is returning to his most punishing role. He'll reprise Frank Castle from that is the anti-hero, the Punisher, in Marvel Studios' Daredevil Born Again for Disney+. I've got all of this. If you want to read it and say it right, it's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. 21% of flight attendants say they've had little relations with colleagues during a flight.
What?
21%. Yeah.
Holy cow.
So I had a joke that I was going to say, but I'm not going to say it. A couple in their 80s just got married after falling in love on an internet dating site.
In their
80s. How cool is that? I love that. And over the last 4 years, Liz Pinfield Wells has recycled 2,600 pounds of waste that her city's garbage collectors would not pick up. The Dowley, England resident started her own recycling center at home when she learned that her baby's food pouches could not be recycled by the city. So she said that she and her family always tried to reduce their carbon footprint. She invited her neighbors to drop off their trash, and dozens have taken her up on her offer. She sorts everything into 30 different categories of recyclable waste, and then she sends everything to a place called TerraCycle, where it is recycled into small pellets that are turned into items like benches. She donates all of this money that she earns to local causes, including a community garden and her daughter's gymnastics team. That's pretty cool. So,
wonder why the city can't recycle it. Must have to go someplace special.
Yeah, the thing that she was trying to get them to pick up, they're like, yeah, you throw that in the trash. We don't recycle that. So it was just because that specific thing couldn't be recycled through their system. So that's when she was like, we're going to fix the whole system.
Well, that's very cool.
I think it's cool that she had the time to do it, 30 different categories. And there's people, I've seen people who have like the little libraries in front of their house where you can pick up books and drop off books and all that.
Yeah.
So she apparently has like a recycling thing in front of her house, which again, that's cool, I guess. I would not even know where to start doing something like that. All right, that is Scoop of the Day. Comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
It's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John, Dear John.
All right, I am so excited for Heidi to hear this letter and excited to hear Heidi's take on this because for those of you who don't know, this is Heidi right here. This is so Heidi. All right, here we go. Dear John, by the way, Heidi would be the sweet 70-something woman in the letter. So
I'm not 70-something.
I know you're not, but I'm just saying you would do exactly what she's doing. Okay. All right, here we go. Dear John, the landlady in my apartment complex is a sweet 70-something woman who treats me like her son. She's always trying to set me up with a woman and always tells me about the single women that are moving into the apartment complex. So far, it sounds just like Heidi. Last year, I told her to back off a bit and told her it's not a good idea to play matchmaker in the building because she could end up putting people in a bad situation. She said I was the only person she did this with, but then she agreed until a few weeks ago when she said, hey, you're getting a new neighbor, and I'm not going to mention that she's very pretty and single. And I blew it off until I saw a woman yesterday, and she's amazing. She said, hi. Hey, you must be the single guy the landlady's trying to set me up with. I wanted to be annoyed that the landlady is doing this, but maybe this time she got it right. Here's the thing. This girl lives next door to me. What if we click and we start seeing each other and then things don't work out? There's so many things that could go wrong. What do I do? I think I need to move out and then start dating her.
Oh my gosh.
Signed, too close for comfort? ? All right, here we go. I'm going to unleash the advice coming from my beautiful bride, Heidi. Tell me, Heidi, what do you think?
There are so many things that could go wrong, but there are so many things that could go right.
I agree.
And if you're willing to move to see if it would work, why wouldn't you be willing to move if it doesn't?
That's my exact thoughts right there. That if
you don't need to move right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if it does work out, it's super convenient because you're right next door. And if you end up moving in together, it's even more convenient because you just move right next door.
Yeah, talk about a simple move.
Yeah.
Just roll things around the corner. I would have to, by the way, any other advice before I say my piece?
And if you're both willing to meet somebody, I don't see a problem with her trying to fix you up. It's when it's being done against your will that it becomes an issue. But as long as you've got permission from both parties.
I've seen that done too, by the way.
Yeah.
Where somebody says, I don't want to be set up. And then somebody tries to trick them into being set up. That never works out, by the way.
I'm in the process of setting up a couple right now.
You do all the time. We just had some people over the other day but they both knew what was going on.
Right.
And my sister, my younger sister, we convinced her to meet up with this guy that we thought was perfect for her because we knew him.
And he was.
And we knew her. And there was a little bit of an age difference, but they were perfect. Their souls were meant to be together. They're just like the greatest two people.
And they're married and they're very happy. And we've also, though, on the other hand, been very good at salvaging relationships that are rocky. We love to make people happy.
But one of the things that I thought was amazing about that, the night that they met, my sister and this gentleman that we set those two up, the night they met, they came to our place first. And we had, dinner and stuff, but we had friends over for dinner, but they got there first. So they had a chance to meet each other before having other people around, just a half hour or whatever. And they were also the first ones to leave. And when they left, one of the other couples said, so how long have those two been dating? And we go, no, they just met tonight.
Yeah.
But they clicked perfectly.
You just know right away.
Yeah. And now they've been married for several years and it is just an unbelievable thing. So I love the fact that this lady, sir, she loves you. That's why she's doing this. You don't set somebody up that you don't like.
Exactly.
So you said on here that she treats you like a son. Yeah, she adores you. And she's going, I want this guy to be happy. And then she sees this sweet young lady that's moving in and she's like, oh, they might be a good fit. So I wouldn't, if it were me, I would at least say, well, let's get to know each other. Maybe you'll just be friends. Who knows? It might not work out to be more than that. But I think it's really cool that she's doing that. So don't be sad.
Exactly.
And I don't think you need to move. If things don't work out, then maybe.
And she turns into like a nut, then you can move. But that could happen anywhere. It could happen with any girlfriend.
It could. All right. Hey, if you'd like to, you can chime in. We've got this letter posted. It's been there a couple of days at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Oh, if you would like to submit a Dear John letter for next week, you can do that as well, either on our Facebook page or right on our website. There's some people that are not on Facebook, so if you're not on there, that you don't have to do it through there. You could submit it at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Studies show that bronze medalists are happier than silver medalists because they appreciate winning a medal at all. Silver was like, I was this close to being first.
I suppose you've got that nagging regret for the rest of your life.
Third place is like, at least I placed. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The television was invented only 2 years after the invention of sliced bread. So that's how long that's been around. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The common cold is caused by over 200 different viruses. Wow. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The pinky promise originally required the person who breaks the promise to cut off their pinky.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Now that's commitment.
That is a whole different pinky promise. Sure. All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
An estimated 80% of closed door buttons on elevators don't do anything. They're literally hooked up to nothing.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, 80%. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
While spring always falls on either March 19th, 20th, or 21st, it hasn't arrived on March 21st since 2007 and will not land on that day again for 82 years in 2103.
Okay.
I didn't even know it moved around, but there we go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. Chances are you will do this more than 18,000 times in your lifetime. What is it?
Oh, my gosh.
I probably do it more than you do. What do you think it is?
I honestly have no idea.
Exceed the speed limit.
Oh.
Yeah, the only reason I do it more than her is because she never drives. She's always in the passenger seat. I'm always in the driver's seat. And I'm usually running late.
That is not why.
And I'm usually running
yes,
late because
that would
of
be
her.
why.
Because I'm in the car waiting for Heidi. That's why.
Wow.
All right. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Sports equipment giant Wilson recently unveiled a 3D printed basketball prototype that does not need to be inflated, and it features a see-through lattice design.
Oh, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
looking.
the Wilson airless prototype relies on the elasticity of its research-grade polymer material to produce the same bounce as a traditional basketball with no need to inflate the ball to a certain pressure. It eliminates problems like puncture risk and slow leaks through the valve, although Wilson has kept the traditional binding pattern of the regular basketball, so players are still able to get their fingers onto the seam lines for better grip. The prototype ball is see-through with hundreds of small hexagonal holes allowing air to pass through them.
I bet that's really cool looking.
Yeah. I wonder if they could just put this inside of a regular basketball skin so you wouldn't even know the difference.
I don't know.
Interesting stuff.
It's very interesting.
It's also kind of weird. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Funny sayings from around the world. To live in the butt of the wolf. That's from Italy.
What? Which means what?
To live far, far away. I'm not hanging noodles on your ears. So that's like I'm not pulling your leg, but that's in Russia, the Russian version of that. To throw a chicken at oneself. In Chile, that means like to run away.
Okay.
To make kittens. It sounds romantic, but in Italy, it's describing when you vomit, is to make kittens.
Ew.
To look the Mona Lisa after spanking. What?
Oh.
It's a Czechoslovakian thing saying you did something, meaning somebody is badly dressed. What?
Okay.
To look like the Mona Lisa after a spanking. Oh, okay. I guess I read it wrong the first time. Wiggle your bucket. In Mexico, that means that you want to dance. Hey, do you want to wiggle your bucket?
Okay. That's kind of cute.
Cleaner than a frog's armpit. It's a Spanish thing. It means something super clean. To buy oneself a monkey. In German, that means to get drunk. Hey, I want to go buy a monkey?
Okay.
And to bang your butt on the ground. In French, that's like, rolling on the floor laughing. So
I'm going to start using some of those.
I am too. I've got the entire list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap, cheap, cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Derek Bach, B-O-K, Derek Bach, who said, "If you think education is expensive, try ignorance." Oh, yeah. Think about that.
But ignorance is bliss.
It is bliss, but it's also very expensive. It's going to cost you in the long run. All right. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Almost done talking about this. The big giveaway is tomorrow.
I know, isn't that
so
crazy?
So it's over a $4,000 prize, and if you haven't signed up yet, you can still do that.
You missed out.
Yeah, you can find a link even at johnandheidishow.com. We've got it right on our website to make it really, really easy. Yeah, it is free to register. All right, here's the headline. He is a hero. Stranger saves a mother and a daughter after a car crash. What a great story. This happened in Minnesota. It was during a snowstorm. They said, we only wish we had gotten his name. Jenny and her daughter Jasmine were trapped in their car when they hit a snowdrift near East Grand Forks. The two women said it was a very scary situation. It said, she's above me, still in her seatbelt, hanging on so she doesn't fall on me. Another minute, you don't know what car could have come along and hit us or something like that. And out of nowhere, a hero climbed atop our car. They said it was extremely cold, but the stranger braved the elements to make sure she and her mother got out of the vehicle. After safely getting the women out of the vehicle, the man took off like a superhero before they could even get his name. Okay. To have somebody not know me or my daughter, pull over on a very bad day, climb on top of the car, open the door, get us out to safety, and then he just left. He is a hero. They only hope someday they can actually find the man who saved them. So
why would he just run away? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the police pulled up and he was wanted. I have no idea.
That's kind of was my first thought because I'm cynical like that.
I know. I saw the look on your face. I knew that's what you thought. No, who knows? Maybe he had a kid in the car or something. He's like, I got to take care of my own family now that I've helped you guys. I have no idea. Yeah. But I think it's a cool story. And I've seen people do that before where they'll stop and help somebody and then just get back on their merry way. And to them, it's like, it's not a big deal. Here's the thing. You don't realize to the rest of the world, it is a big deal. It's a very big deal. So this guy maybe also just didn't even realize that what he was doing was such a cool thing. So hats off to all the heroes everywhere out there. There are some people who do that like for a living.
I know.
Yeah, first responders. I mean, all the time. They do that. Every single. And God who knows? Maybe that's what this guy does for a living. That's why in his mind it's like, it's not a big deal. I do this. It's just a Tuesday. All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.